What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Alright, so welcome back, my friends. We are here on a Thursday. And we are here and we are going to be running ourselves a how-to. That's what we wanted to do today, is how-to. But not only how-to play, I am going to combine, because it is so short, my friends, I am going to combine the how-to setup along with the how-to play. Because it was just too, what's the word I just used? Short. It didn't seem to make a lot of sense. So we're going to jump into this and we're going to handle it 2-in-1 for you, my friends. Here we go. So join me down the table and we... this is a big game. Hold on, this is a little bit heavy. We're going to learn how to play. War with the Evil Power Master. This is the second of the Choose Your Own Adventure book games that Z-Man Games has updated to a cooperative board game. Alright, why don't you meet me down the table and we'll figure out how to play War with the Evil Power Master.
Sorry to disappoint you. Huh? You triggered my trap card!
And here we are. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us here and seeing how it is that we play War with the Evil Power Master. And also a great big shout out to everyone that subscribed to the Two Gun Pixie YouTube channel. Thank you very much. That's always appreciated. So, for this setup, I'm going to try to go through this a little quick because it's not very hard, it's not very difficult. So after you have the board down in the center, you're going to take the two cubes and you're going to place them on the signal track and the EPM meter where it says 0 on either side of the War with the Evil Power Master title. You are also going to take the pawn, which is called the ship mover, and the six-sided die, and place that off to the side of the board. Then, you are going to take the data cards, and leaving them in numeric order, you are going to stack them to the side of the board. You're going to take the story cards, and leaving the cover on top, you're going to leave them off to the side of the board also. After that, you are going to get the team together. Now, no matter how many people are playing this game, you are always going to be using the 4 crew members. Commander Chen, Tara, Dante, and Flip 2. Not sure how you say it. That's how I say it. Flipped 2. If you're playing one player, the solo player will be using all 4 characters. If you're playing with more than 4, then collectively you will all decide for each particular character. If you are playing with anywhere from 2 to 3 players, you will divide up the characters. And obviously, 4 players each will get one of the characters to make the choices for. You're then going to take the deck of the starter items, and you're going to shuffle it up. And then randomly, off the top, you're going to give each of the characters one item. And that is their unique starting item for each particular game. The rest of the starter items will play no part in your game, so you can take them and put them back in the box. Lastly, you will take these signal booster discs with the number side facing down, so you don't see the numbers, and you will mix them all up, so you don't know what number is where. Even if you have to let someone else mix them up for you. And then at that point, you will randomly place one number side down on each planet. If there is more than one player, choose who will be the first reader, and they will start with the 3 Lacunian Congress story cards. And thus, your tabletop adventure begins, my friends. Now let's see how you actually play the game now that we have it all set up. So the end of the setup saw you reading the 3 Lacunian Congress cards. At the end of that, it will show you how you decide which planet you start on. And that's where you will put the pawn. And then you will go through and pull out the 12 planet cards for the planet that you are on. The story cards will have challenges on them, and that's where the characters come into play. Any character that is active, and an active character is a character that has not done a challenge yet. An active character is also evident because they have their active side up as opposed to their inactive side. So you choose an active character to perform the challenge. Challenges are broken down into 5 different categories: piloting, diplomacy, dexterity, perception, and strength. You choose the character, the active character that you wish to take this challenge, and you're going to roll the 6-sided die. Now, depending on where you are on your signal tracker, it is divided into categories, and the first, the second, and the third level that you are on the signal tracker will determine, respectively, what your challenge score is. If you are within the first section, let us say you are at signal tracker 3, then you would end up needing a 4 or better. You need to meet or beat the target number. In this case, target number is 4 for that challenge level. Sometimes you will have items that you will be able to add in for a bonus. You also remember to add in your character's abilities. Each character has different bonuses and negatives for certain skills, traits that are needed to accomplish these challenges. So by the addition of any item that you are using, and your character's bonuses will add or subtract from that 6-sided die roll. Some story cards will lead you to gaining data cards. The data cards will add to your story. They may also add items and gear that will be handy for your heroes, your characters, to have. There are 2 types of items that you can get from the data cards: challenge boosters and assist items. Challenge boosters are just that. They will give your character bonuses to certain challenges to help you overcome them. Assist items are one-time abilities. You can use these to gain the written effect on the card and then discard it. Although you do not discard the challenge boosters after you use them, keep in mind that if you roll a 1 during any challenge that you were using a specific challenge booster on, that challenge booster gets destroyed. Winning and losing challenges, or certain data cards, will affect your placement on the signal tracker and the EPM meter. The green signal tracker represents the level of your radio receiver, which rises throughout the game as you succeed in challenges and find more data. If the signal tracker reaches 25, you discover the evil Power Master's location, and that will lead to the Endgame scenario. The red EPM meter represents the passing of time and the evil doings of the evil Power Master. The meter will rise as you lose challenges and when you travel between planets. If the EPM meter reaches 25, the evil Power Master wins, and we go to the Endgame scenario. During the course of the game and going through challenge cards, you will be directed to move your ship mover to different planets. And as you do so, and you are instructed to do so, each time you move over one of the trails, as you can see marked on it, in a red square, +2, means that your power meter will be going up 2 squares every time you move your ship through another thread. And that is how the evil Power Master is going to be climbing up the board, trying to get to 25. At the end of each planetary card series, in the story cards, you can end off by either finding data or the end. That's right, my friends. Either you will succeed in finding information you need, or you could possibly die. Now, if you find the information you need, the data that you need, you will then flip the token where you were at, and that will tell you the increase in your power level. We'll take the 3 to a 10, getting you closer, but also making things more difficult, as now your target number has raised from 4 or better to 5 or better. Now, if the EPM meter reaches 25, your team of heroes has failed and the evil Power Master is victorious. You will then draw data card number 158 to see how the story ends. There are several different endings based on how high you were able to advance your signal tracker. If the signal tracker reaches 25, then your team of heroes, the Rapid Force crew, has found the location of the evil Power Master. You will immediately go to story card number 13 of the current planet you are on, which reveals the location of the evil Power Master along with further instructions. However, victory is not yet yours. By following those instructions, you will be led to a final showdown with the Rapid Force crew must engage in hand-to-hand combat with the evil Power Master to defeat him once and for all. In preparation for the final showdown, make all your characters active status. In addition, the characters may freely exchange item cards as they see fit. When you are ready, take the appropriate final showdown deck as instructed on story card number 13 of the current planet you are on. The final showdown is played by the same rules as the rest of the game, but the stakes are much higher. The fate of your crew and the entire Lacunian system will be determined by your success or failure in the upcoming challenges. The last card of the final showdown will tell you whether the Rapid Force team is victorious or if the evil Power Master rules supreme. One last thing to keep note of is the Golden Rule. And in this case, the Golden Rule is that some cards in the games will contain instructions that will contradict the rules that you find in your manual. When that's the case, simply remember to always follow the text on the card rather than the instructions you read in the manual. The card rules will always supersede the rulebook rules. And that, my friends, is exactly how easy and fast it is to set up this game. And that is also exactly how easy it is to play this game. You're going to be drawing your story cards, following the instructions at the end of each story, and then moving the pawn, the ship mover, where you need to move it, and raising the EPM meter 2 for every line you use. You will go through the data cards as instructed by the story cards. You will collect what you can collect, and you will eventually get to 25, or the evil Power Master will get to 25, and that will start the end of the game. It's that easy. It's that easy, my friends. Well, thank you for checking this out. Thank you very much, as well, for going over to the Two Gun Pixie Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and checking out and seeing what we're doing over there and the drops that we have going on. Very, very nice. Thank you. I'd also like to give a great big shout out to everyone that's been cool enough to go over and take a look at the Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store. Even if you didn't buy anything, thank you very much for going over and taking a look at some of our nerdy and RPG-inspired designs that we got on clothing and drinkware and a lot of other things. Anything I thought looked cool with a logo on it or an image, I put it on and put it up. So thank you for checking that out. That is really super cool. And the biggest thank you goes to all of you, every single one of you, that have subscribed to Two Gun Pixie. You watch our videos, you comment, you like, and you share. That is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.